So new items. Well, like I said before, I had used items already. You know, I will show you like shopping. This is shopping. So what you see is a bunch of stores, right? If somebody is telling about internet, it's all nonsense. First of all, I came to e-commerce and I had a certain network configuration, certain layout. I did know from electronic and network point of view it will work. So for me, I could just keep going. For me, there is no unanswered some kind of question or some kind of problem that I have. So I can have not my store and I can have my store. So I came to used items, I came to new items, individual stores. I had like certain design that I was planning to offer to people, or a company would make design for them. That was my 92 way. Later what I see, they do have like, they call them web design. That's not web design, that's actually my design. It's my store design. They use my store design. Web has no design really. Web is linking, and web is like a travel, right? Travel signal. Web has no really design. They call it web design. I don't know why. If you ask him about design, most likely he has no answers. So I had my design, store design, and I had used item design, which is like eBay. Later I had certain things. Then I started to think about new items, which is mall. Kind of mall, but it's not really mall. It's a platform that allows users to log in, create an account, have own store, place inventory, sell inventory within one platform. So that was my way, which later someone told to Amazon, and Amazon started to do that. And at the same time Chinese with Amazon. Now when you see a bunch of buildings, it's much easier just to walk in and buy it, you know. But in 92, when I had no one to log in, I had nothing to log in, for me everything was like completely new project, some kind of new thing. How do I put it together? How do I make this? How do I make that? So my final was like what you see eBay, which is my package would be, and that like Amazon, that would be my package. When you see stores like that, when you see stores, you see, it's one thing, but when you make it on computer, it's completely different. So that's what I had, you know. That's what I had, you know, my package, which is Amazon. Front page and later, and then you have login, you know, accounts. That's my way of doing things. And my network, like I said, I did show my network and configuration and my system. That's my e-commerce way. That's my shopping, new, used, any kind. Now honestly, what happened, it's not very fair and it's not very legal and good. Whatever I was thinking about, whatever I said, whatever is innovation, some people started to use that for granted, never contacted me. They made up this internet, like I said, and look like everybody can use it. It's for them to decide, not for me. It's mine, but it's for them to decide. They made up is for them to decide. Basically, a bunch of fooling and lies involved, and all that making up. It's all bogus. I'm telling you, it's all bogus. Amazon is not supposed to use that. eBay is not supposed to use it. That's my brain. I use that. You wanna buy it, you pay. That's capitalism. You see freeway right here, freeway. You don't steal his car because you need to drive. You don't steal his car. You need to buy it. You don't steal my stuff and then go and offer everybody and assume mine is for everybody. No, I had to have zero. Assume yourself in shoes where you have zero. You have zero to log in, zero everything. Okay, 92 it was like that. And then you go from there. And me, after spending so much time, after changing, after doing this and this, you take it and use it, look like it was made for you. It was never made for you. So eBay and Amazon, Tmall, or whatever that, they took mine and used for granted. And it's not right. I do not agree. I can tell you even more. The whole internet is fraud and lies. It's fraud and lies. You will never find a person who was sitting and thinking. First of all, in 92 it didn't exist, right? And now I'm sitting thinking. I came to it. They use for granted, for free. Tell everybody, every investor out there, and sitting there trying to get paid for my brain. In reality, they have no papers granting, you see? So my thinking is the whole, what you explore, what you have at home is fraud and lies, unjust enrichment. It was never for you. It's not okay to use. It's not okay to ask for money. And it's not okay, anything you do like that, using mine, it's not okay. You don't need to be stupid. You need to be a business person. If it's not you, you need to pay. I'm not here to give out all my, projects, developments and stuff like this. And I'm not like that. I live in capitalist country. I work, I get paid. I need my money. So anything people explore, I will never agree it's good. I will always say that's lie, fraud, it's illegal use, unjust enrichment, and stuff like that. Don't make up it's for you, it is you good. No, you are bad, I don't like you, I hate you. I hate you. I hate everything when I see on the internet, I hate. Because you use mine and you fool people. You fool every single person on this planet because it's not not for you, and it's not okay to use, not okay to ask money, and don't try to make up your big bank account by fooling. That's what you do now, you are fooling everybody. Unless you pay for that. Or unless you are substantially different. Substantially different, it should not be even that system. It should not have that look, it should not have that location, that network, nothing. Or yeah, whatever you will come up to, it's your. Otherwise, I do not agree. I'm not gonna take a hit from you. You need to pay, otherwise you'll be assholes. I'm telling you, either you pay or you are assholes. Either one or two. Pay or assholes. So far, you're assholes, and I'm not afraid to say that because I don't really care. I'm not gonna kiss ass because of some kind of stupid jackass want to be rich. It's not internet. It's my system. It's not internet. Be it search engine, be it packages, everything. It's not internet. It's not Web 2. You ask Web, he never came to this. He doesn't know. He never came to this. Everybody putting someone's names on mine and trying to fool. That's called unjust enrichment. If he wanna get paid putting his name on mine and wanna get money. That is unjust enrichment, illegal use of getting paid, and he wanna be wealthy by illegal ways. You don't put your name on mine and try to get money. That's how I see it. New mall, whatever new things here, they buy it, they don't steal it. Don't try to steal mine and make money. I need my money. If communists don't understand, American law system should explain it. They are not supposed to use whatever my ex-wife said. They're not supposed to use for free. They're not supposed to offer to investors. They need my money, including Jeff Bezos. New mall, this, and eBay, whoever eBay is, both of them should pay. That's not their brain. Don't tell me. Unless you will prove that that's internet. It's not internet. It's not internet configuration, nothing. And in Google too. If Brin will prove that's internet, then yes, but he will never prove. He used mine. Communists came to him, and what it is, Google is a communist country, communist company in American country, which is allowing them to do all this, and nobody's checking. Google is a communist company. It's a communist company, believe me. They use Jew for their plan. The Jew is like a puppet. Jew is a puppet for them. The same Facebook. Jew is a puppet. They come and tell mine, and they implement mine and sitting waiting for money. Jew is a puppet for them. That's what I see. Rich puppet. And later they try to get money from him through different ways. In America it's called corruption. It's called corruption. You cannot tell him to do it. It's not yours. And second thing is you cannot ask for money because that would be corruption. He's not supposed to pay money. That's corruption. So what they did, out of my system, they did corruption. High corruption. They told everybody to implement, and then they sit and wait for money. They're trying to get paid for me. And if you ask him about innovation center, innovation, design thinking, nobody can tell. They will be round, because it's corruption. They made a big corruption business out of my system, e-commerce, and my design thinking. That's what it was, believe me. Even today, it is corruption. Probably sitting there, when you gonna give us money? Are they qualified for design thinking? No. Money for what? We told you. We told you. You made it, we told you. Blah, blah, blah. And then they run away. They advised you, run away, quickly run away. So what? Brin ran away. Some other CEOs ran away. And then what? You're not responsible. What not responsible? You are responsible. What kind of less responsible? But it doesn't matter to me. The company is not good. The company used illegally. The beginning is very shady. The beginning is so shady. It's much worse than you might think. It's not for corporate investments, believe me. You don't start companies like that by tricks like that. All right. So just keep in mind, you want to be more advanced, legal, use your brain and pay. Otherwise, get out and stop fooling. Honestly, I recorded long video with Logitech, and for some reason I cannot save it. I changed to, normally I record with Logitech and then I use Movie Maker and then I save it, but this long video I could not, so I'm doing kind of quick video with iPhone. Basically that's how my new store looked like. I didn't have that Amazon, but I went with this design specials, new introduction of new things. That was for front page, and then of course the things you watched you can add too. On the top I went with kind of boxes design. Let me see like this box, you see. Hold on. Like this box up here. So I went with that, and like if you search like say TV, like say TV, you see you have TV and you have many things on top. Now I have to use my iPhone, and I am recording the screen of my computer. Basically, this for my new items, I went with this one. I kept the same picture, short name, price on the left, and then made it a little bit kind of, I said, made for new item a little bit different, but it's similar to used items. So you see it's similar to eBay. On this side is different options. That's what my way. So my way is like a lot of things on top. That's like quick helpful links, search window, options, different options. You click on that, you have a big picture and a small one. You can see different pictures from different angles. Then you have the whole description, and then you have add to cart, buy now. So that was my new items design. Options, you see different options, and then the whole information options. Also, like I had store, so like you see in this case you have TLC store, and the store, this was my design too, like this square price, like a square and a price, square price, add to cart, and then all those stores are within this platform. You click on other store, like say I like coconut oil, right? If I say coconut oil, so I was focused on small different sellers. If I say coconut oil, that would be to me smaller seller. And now if I visit, you see this is the whole information and way to buy, and this is a store. So I was focused on small stores, and those small stores are within this platform. You see, this is store, and they would put their thing, whatever they have, and inside you have for sellers and for buyers, you have way to log in, you have contact, you can contact, you have statistics on buying or selling, you have different things basically helping with buying and selling. I did say later I will expand, but for me it was fundamentally something I need to have in 92, so I came to this platform for different small sellers. This would be small seller. I was focused on those. So I came to idea I would have this, and it would have like start selling or like offering to sell. It would take them through the process to sell. And then I knew it was hard to get credit card payments for small sellers. So for me, I thought that would be helpful for them because I'm one big, and because they're small. If they're under one roof, it could be easier for them to get credit card payments. But I also had one payment system. I'm not sure what Amazon is offering, but basically I had credit card payments or bank card, the debit card, and I had one payment, like similar to what is PayPal today. Now, you see my new store, uh, like I would say platform. Um, I had mostly uh, the owner of stores. I did not have so much individuals. For used items, it was more like more individuals, but for new items, I had like more stores. And then later, like I said, I added warehouse. For those who need warehouse, they can use warehouse, but the warehouse would be negotiated. I didn't go deeply into warehouse thinking, but at some point, to me, it was for foreigners. If they want to keep something closer to the customer and faster shipping, they would have a warehouse for them. Okay. Now on the bottom, that's my normal way. I put a lot of things like this. A lot of things. You see, that was my design thinking. AOL at that time didn't use, and those AutoZone or Barcelona, they didn't use that kind of way. That was kind of specific that I made for me. That's not web. Web many times have no design. I don't know, somebody is saying website. It's actually many times they use my design thinking, but for some reason they call it web. Web is only for signal to travel and linking for me. There is a lot of this design, like this package was my design, like eBay my design. Between this and between eBay, there is no big difference. But for me, it was important this kind of more with boxes, but eBay would be more like, to me, like linking. Not so much giving boxes, like I did show you, like a box come out. And now, what else? This package is big, so this package would be on the system, but it would have many computers, because I did assume a lot of sellers, and I did assume products, pictures, and even videos. It's okay, videos too. And I thought that would be a big package, just like any package allowing people to add. So this package is allowing buyers to add. Sellers to add, and buyers a little bit to add whatever information they have, but sellers would be most likely to add. Now, if you go to like, let's say, just anything you type, like say Sony. Now, if you have Sony like this, Sony, okay, now Sony. Now you see it say visit Sony's store. So in my case, this is my way. My way was for Japanese. Oh, not Japanese, but certain items, like you can see Sony everywhere. You can buy at Best Buy or some other places, but many times you don't see the store Sony, right? Or like Panasonic. So in this case, that was my way to add Japanese stores, and this development actually is my development and my ideas to have like this. You see, this kind of design, picture. This is second one, and then store. You visit store and you have store. This, so all the stores are under one roof. Mostly they're smaller sellers, but I did say it's okay for bigger sellers, Japanese electronics. That's what they implemented. So at Innovation Center, I can talk about this as innovation, because in '92 it didn't exist, and I came to this. Now, if you look at, let's say, uh, let's say, this one, I put this one over here, and I put like, say, I put here like, say eBay. Second, eBay. Now, I type the same coconut oil. So what you see, this my used items. I did not have this one, all of this. I kept kind of very little bit here, and most likely no boxes. Okay, no boxes like this one, because that time I didn't think about those. I thought just linking. So you see the same thing. This is coconut oil. Now this coconut oil. I had two designs. One of this like that, and second one is like that. I had two kinds. The same, you see. Sometimes like he's changing to other one, like that design. But I had this one too. Sometimes I use that one. Now in this case, if I click on this one sometimes used, sometimes new. I did say it's okay like to use new, but mostly for used. Now this one I did say about store too. You can make your own store, but for me this would be more like a major place for new item store. This one, it's kind of optional. This one is focused on use. This is on new, but for oil you don't need use. But there are many things on eBay. They are used item. This is my used item package, and this was like a new item package. So that's what you see today. But like this one and this one is like, that's my beginning. You can even tell it's a little bit older than this one. This is my later design, but it's the same. You click on that, so coconut oil, the same. You have the whole information, pictures. You have smaller one, and you click, it gives you bigger one. Buy it now, add to cart, and payment. The same this one. You click on that, it will be very similar. The information, I mean the big picture, the whole information, and you click on buy, add to cart. That was my design '92 for the new used item. In some way it's similar, but because I am one person, for me it's okay, similar, but I just split one for used, one for new, and design somewhere here and there is different. On the front page is very similar, specials, but used items, not so much specials, but like you see credit cards or whatever special. And then for new items, of course, you can have much more specials, because it's a new item, it's not a used item. And this is just focused on new ones. This is focused on a lot of used ones. But I did say you can add. I just didn't want to mix this one with that one. I didn't want to mix new news, so I kept one for Houston, the other one I make for you. But even this one is okay for some use, but mostly focused on you. So that's shortly about my new items package. But because for some reason I recorded longer video, but I cannot save it. For some reason Windows doesn't allow me to save, so I'm just making with my phone kind of quicker video. So I came to a mall, right? Or not a mall, I guess. My way of mall. And now what? Now I have system, I have used items, I have new items. That's very kind of busy, right? Look to me too busy. In my mind, I thought America is like checking for everything. No, they don't check for anything. In America, what they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So some people just push my innovation to use without permissions. They did not ask many questions at IPO level when you have initial public offering IPO. Many questions, I'm surprised. Many questions they didn't ask. They didn't ask even if it's you or not you. They were avoiding constantly. They were avoiding questions from the investors. They had IPO based on basically no questions. And then it was like around somebody came. Basically, if that would be right IPO, that would be like, they would stop them. Basically, they would stop them. Because that's not you, right? It's not you, it's not yours. And what proof do you have to show you can use it? No, in America, they made in a way that no questions, and somehow under the table they passed everything, you know? They made to pass based on no one is a talent, no proof you can use, never purchase nothing. So they think that any kind of ideas, it's for free to use. Any innovation for free to use. Anything, any design thinking is for free to use. And if we cannot, we will find a way to go through somehow hiddenly and hiddenly approve and put stamp, whatever, put seal, you know, whatever it requires. So that's what it was. Maybe that's not American internet is basically a big scam artist kind of creation, believe me. Because I came to that, came to system, came to network, everything, right? Package is different. And honestly, they found a way to use without permission. And they give name some kind of internet. And if you look at publishing, most of them don't publish anything. Those companies like eBay, Amazon, Google, they will never publish. That was their innovation. You probably never saw it. And they never will publish it. It is their innovation because someone told them. Somebody told them. And I'm sure if like Harvard or some other universities trying to invite them and say like, oh, we want to talk about that innovative ideas, innovation and all that, they will refuse. They will not answer. They will not come. They will refuse. They will be around. They will find a way out. Basically, from what I see, they listen. My guess, German communists keep advising all kind of nonsense there, because my ex-wife, she knew she's divorced, but she wanna get money, so she was playing her game, And I don't know what she told communists, German communists, basically German communists, go manage and keep asking, and keep implementing, and then goes back to somebody should talk, right? But nobody can talk, so they found a way out. Some kind of excuse, non-answer, and this and that. Basically, they wanna escape the answer which they cannot give. That's what it is. But that's what it is. They cannot give to the answer. Because if somebody will ask him about innovation, it was not the innovation. Why do you use it? But what proof do you have? They have no proof, nothing. So basically, they, even now, like Facebook, I know some people want to ask Facebook certain questions, he doesn't answer. He doesn't answer, don't respond. He has some kind of people. Basically, what many companies have right now, they have those gatekeepers. And those gatekeepers, they're actually, I would say, illegal users. The illegal users, basically it's a corruption. They were asking to implement someone's innovation without paying and use it. And on legal documents, there is no proper person. And at IPO level, they didn't have all the disclosures. Basically, the right disclosure will be their illegal users. Because legally, if talent has rights for compensation, they had to pay compensation. They never pay. On legal papers, they had to have IPO talent, but they were not talent. Somebody told them to use. I don't know how they turned it around. Basically, they started to use. They made up with the internet. No, I'm not internet. See, I'm not internet. Whatever is at home, I do not release for public. That's maybe their wish, but it's not my wish. And I don't like them to manage my intellectual property because they are not the right people for me, including my ex-wife. So what they did, they were trying to make dollars by tricks. And they go here, there, talking. And most likely they will say, oh, just don't talk. That's actually corruption. That's corruption, believe me. That's why I'm saying America has more corruption than you might think. Because you cannot go and say this and that, which is not your right. You repeat it. Basically, you want to use without papers, without basically legal use, legal copy, legal use. And then you tell them, don't tell him, don't talk to him, don't tell him, don't answer. That's what it is. That's what they do. That's the game they play. Even today. Just ask somebody, go to innovation center, this school, talk about that as innovation. It will be all kinds of excuses, not answering, not showing. We need to do something. We're busy. We have this. We have. Basically, they will find a way out. And basically, probably those gatekeepers, they have certain gatekeepers. They will advise their nonsense, some kind. So, my innovation, yeah, I can talk about my innovation, but other side, I have damages. I have legally, I would call I have damages because I didn't get paid, and another side, I need to deal with these people. I don't really like to deal with them. I don't like to deal with communist parties or some kind of politicians or all kind of people like that. And on the other hand, I don't like to deal with somewhere that I need to spend money. First of all, I don't get paid much. In America, I don't get paid much. I don't have super high paying job. And second thing is I need to spend my basically small money. I don't like to do that. I did try to do this way, and nobody is answering. They're all sitting, waiting there for big bucks somebody give. The law books says certain law, right? They had to follow law. They are not supposed to just sit and wait for money. They need to follow the law, And I know some lawyers, they work for clients. Those clients, If they use money illegally, they had to be stopped, but then no money to lawyers. So lawyers got the money, they don't care. I don't know what kind of lawyers they had too, so I'm kind of, I would say, I'm skeptical if they had good lawyers. Probably some kind of lawyers, you give money and he will play around the law. I knew some lawyers like that too. You know, they will not work for what is right. What is right would be more like those lawyers who get paid from like some government or whatever, federal. But there are some lawyers, they get paid like from the client, so they will do everything for client. They will try to approve, put copyrights, everything, even if it's illegal. Honestly, Google could not get copyright. Copyright means, I was reading law books, copyright means you need to be a thinker. They were not thinker. For many things, they were not thinker. German communists came and told them to implement, right? Or just German came to say to implement. And they implemented. And what do you have? You have mine. Why do I need to look at mine? Now, what do I have? Nothing. But you need to be a thinker. He's not a thinker. You need a proof. Just invite him to this school. You are not a thinker. If they told you, it means you are not a thinker. It means where they got that from is a thinker. But you are not a thinker. If he's not a thinker, why do you copyright? The requirement of copyright, you need to be a thinker. But they told you. How come? And they made up as internet. But in law books, it still stays the same. You need to be a thinker in order to be copyrighted. So basically, I'm telling you, like Amazon, eBay, the way they started, they are not original thinker. Someone came to them. They cannot just copyright like this. I don't think so. That's American scam artist way. They get something by tricks and they copyright. Why do you copyright mine under your name? I don't allow you to use that and copyright. You want to copyright? My name should be there. And don't tell public the story you can use mine. That's bullshit. If you can use mine, I can copyright now every Mercedes, BMW, anything you do that I can copyright now. But the reality is they will start to complain and probably take all that to court. So you cannot use and copyright and do the same. What eBay is doing, Amazon is all that, they use mine for granted. So for them, they can do, and I cannot do. You see how they flip? That's a game. I'm telling you, that's a game, that's a fraud. And AOL, whatever in 85 years they can do that. Whatever they changed to, they could not. What AOL had, actually, if Warner want to know, from what I see, they had German communists coming, talking. They implemented mine. They implemented those ants international. And they started to offer. But that was not for free. And all those papers my ex-wife made, that's fraud. Because I never signed and I never said, okay, she made it up, it's okay. That's fraud. It's forgery. That's not my signature too. So, whatever internet you have, starting from AOL, that international, after they changed to mine, it's actually based on fraud and forgery. And they sold it to Warner. And then Yahoo were doing the same. It's all based on fraud and forgery. I'm telling you, if you invite them right now to the Innovation Center, and if someone will, like investigators will check and dig in, they will find, first of all, those papers are fraud and forgery. I was not okay with it. It was made up as okay. Okay, she was not white. And I didn't sign, she signed. And then later any packages, be it Amazon or eBay, because she was telling about it to them. but it's mine, and I didn't get paid. And all the signatures are not mine, they're fraud and forgery. Because I didn't say and I didn't sign. She made it up. Believe me. Because there is only one way eBay could start that. My ex-wife told me. The same Amazon. The same Google. Yahoo. AOL. I see even Microsoft Bing. My ex-wife told them about my system packages. They implemented. She want money. She made up papers look like it was me signed whatever. Look like we're married, but we are not married. We were divorced. In Minneapolis, Hennepin County court has divorce paper. We're divorced. That's the first thing fraud. She's saying we're married. She's doing for both. In reality, we're divorced. Second thing is we don't have a United bank account. She's getting money somewhere for that, but we don't have bank account. Then, because at some point my signature required, she signed for me, but she's not supposed to sign for me. That's forgery. I don't even know what she signed. She signed so many things for me, and I never was in that country. I never lived there. Never had hotel or any expenses, food expense. Never was there. It was made up, looked like I was. She was repeating mine, but I never was there. She made up papers to get paid. See what I mean? So she did attain probably some money, because from what I see, she was talking a lot about my stuff. But I don't see my money. She probably has money on her account. So basically, it was a trick. She wanna get paid for me, for mine, but at some point somebody had to sign, so she signed. She did sign, but it's not me, it's her. I never was there, but she said I was. See? But I need my money. Because you're not supposed to send to her if she is fooling them. You're supposed to send to me. She's not supposed to get money by fooling. Okay? And whatever lawyers you have, then they had to verify. For so long they were listening some kind of people there. Where's the guy? The guy's here. Why do you say the guy's over there somewhere? Believe it or not, all the time from 92 I was here. I never was there. And they make some kind of papers look like I'm there, signing there, do something there. I'm not there, I'm here. And like I said, I'm divorced, I'm not married. So they ignored me, and they're listening basically illegal lady. She's not supposed to sign, and she's not supposed to tell we're married because she's divorced. And in fact, I was married. After that, I was married, right? At the time I was married, she is telling everybody, she was telling, look like I'm married. Because I got divorced, right? After like maybe 2 years or something, 1 year and a half. I got married again, another lady. At that time, in 1996, I was married another lady, and she was telling everybody I was married on her way, I was married on other lady. So in some documents you might see like I'm married on Olga. In reality, I was not married on Olga, I was married on some other lady. Okay, so and then I don't know why immigration is sending me a letter, oh, you cannot be married on two ladies. I was not married on two ladies, so I was divorced. I sent them a divorce certificate with all. They after they don't bother me, but for what they call internet, they probably still have on papers look like I'm married. In reality, I'm married to another lady, and Olga is signing for me look like she's married, but she's not married. Basically, all at beginning, where Olga was talking about mine, has basically fraud and forgery. At some point, fraud, if need signature, she signed for me as forgery. But I never asked her to. Now they built all that big internet. What they call internet? It's not the internet basically. Internet is different. So what people explore, they explore something that is based on fraud and forgery. Unjust enrichment. I didn't get paid. This unjust enrichment. They get paid. I didn't get paid. I came to this, not you. Why you get paid, not me? You see, that's unjust enrichment. Because unjust enrichment is somebody. It's like somebody wanna get paid using illegal ways. See, they wanna get paid like, say, like it was. They never came to this. Why want to get paid for it? Or they want to make money. They didn't think, but they want to make money, right? So they make a bunch of tricks here and there, and use his innovation to his advantage, and then flip around. Some happy, blah blah blah. Oh, that's Jew, and so that's Jew. You know, that's Jew. You see, I'm walking right now. This is kind of wild part of California. But anyway, so they use Jew, right? They tell Jew this or this or this. Jew is not different, believe me. They should follow the same rules and laws. Don't try to fool Jew. And then Jew get rich, and they will come probably. Oh, you need to give us money. We told you. So yeah. But then what you had? Do you think you exploit Jew brain? You don't exploit Jew brain. That's my brain. Where's my money? Not. You see how they turn everything. Whoever came to that and whoever entitled to money didn't get paid. Anybody else got paid. Did you see how Americans do? So honestly, I when I came to US, I didn't think it's gonna happen. In reality, I'm telling you, America, check not twice, not 3 times, check 100 times before you deal with Americans. They can rip you off. They can fool you. Because even if German communists started, while you have enough different authorities to check, somehow they pass everything. It means somebody was like working for them, helping them, and it's like letting them go and stuff like this. So I'm telling you, whatever you do, my experience with German communists, you need to check 100 times, and then or maybe 200 times. And then Americans, you need to check 100 times, because reality is, like I'm telling you, I'm serious, I'm not joking. Jeff Bezos is not supposed to have that company. Before he started that, okay? Before he started that, somebody came to him. Because my brain cannot be like this. It's not internet. It's not web services. Web never came to that system and packages, and internet never came. I came, okay? And all they have is web, internet. No. It's not web and it's not internet. And they allow, Americans allow all that nonsense to circulate, and they have high investments. They're talking about high investments, corporate investments, you know, this, I'm telling you, you invest into bogus lies, stories, tricks. Because, first of all, it's not internet. I came to that, I know internet configuration, I know my system configuration. I know what internet will allow and not will allow. Internet will not allow to do things. That's what you can do with my system. My system allows something different than internet. And with internet, honestly, internet is only wires between users. With internet, brain and page, they would need to go from one user to another user. They would need to keep visiting everybody. That's internet. They did not visit anybody. They implemented my system. And those computers, they were belonging to Google. Those computers did not belong really to the users. Internet is when users have wires between. So, if somebody want to tell me stories, I don't believe, I see mine. And for me, it's very easy to see because I know my search engine, how it looks like. I see immediately it's mine. Because in 92 it didn't exist. Not that look, not that anything. And email and anything else. And I do not allow, I never did allow. You will never find a single paper allowing somebody to use. And people made up, my ex-wife most likely with few companies, they made up it's okay to use. No, you cannot use. And I'm surprised IPO, all those IPOs, they have non-talents. Programmers, those programmers like Mark Zuckerberg, he's a programmer. He's not a talent for that social network. He never came to this kind of network. And the same for MySpace, he didn't ever came to it. Somebody told him. Be it MySpace or that one. Somebody keep telling them and they keep implementing. Because social network, I do not make my packages for everybody to use and play around. It's like Apple computer. If they make operating system, iOS or whatever they have, Sierra, it's not for everybody to use kind of the same and play around. I never said you can do that. You will never find a proof. Me is like Apple. If I made something, it's for me. I never had even talk about the same, similar, this or that for some kind of university use or for some kind of everybody can do the national project. I never had any national project, nothing. All I had, I came to that at home. And my plan was to find rich people and invest money and do business. But what they did, they decided to use mine without paying. Excuse me, you're not telling why you go and talk. But they are trying to find a way, not being talent, to basically single out talent and use it for free. Probably my ex-wife I did, stupid. Because she's divorced, she knows if I will step in, I probably will eliminate her. Because she's nobody, I got divorced. So she was playing her game some kind of to get money. And I'm telling you, I got divorced in 93. It was like spring, close to summer. We got divorced. After that, she's not wife anymore. She cannot talk as I'm husband. She cannot. But she did. So what I know, she did. And she cannot look for profit. My ideas are innovative ideas. I can talk for that. She's not supposed to talk and look for profit. Just like Mercedes has innovative ideas, or BMW, or they have Siemens, or any company that they have innovative ideas that is not for free use and copy and go ask for IPO. Those ideas belongs to me, not belonging to anybody else. Okay? And I'm surprised the American law system is allowing to do all that. That's why I'm saying, if you deal with Americans, you better check maybe not 100, maybe 300 times. Because all this time I was looking for money, asking for money, trying to get my money, and they have no single small interest. No small single interest to do anything. It's still even today. They all believe in some kind of stories, political stories basically. Some political stories came from Europe or from where, telling his stories, and they all go from there. And believe me, they say Google is private company. It's not private company. If they have politicians keep telling them what to do and repeating mine, it's not private company. It's a political bullshit company. That's what it is. I wouldn't even afraid to say it's a German communist company, created by German communists with my ex-wife fraud and forgery. That's Google. And if you ask Brin or Page, come to Innovation Center, Harvard or any other place, they have no, they would be like around or excuses, we cannot, blah blah blah, whatever. But Brin gonna listen again, German communists. Why you need to listen German communists? Are they Italians or not? Yes or not? No. Why do you need to keep listening? You see, because they believe, Jews believe, those politicians can basically save them or do something for them. Well, at some extent, yes, but many people, when they invest money, they don't need all their stories, and they don't need. They want to know truth. I know some people, they just say, we want to know truth. We don't want your stories. We need to know truth. Yeah, even if Google is making money, they're making money because of my system, not because of their brain. When it comes to my part, yeah, they have their part, but when it comes to my part, they make because of me. I don't see my money. See, Brin and Page have to spend money. They had to spend money and pay because it's not their stuff. It's like when I see pharmaceutical, those, biotech. You cannot just go from other guy taking offer a biotech IPO. You need to buy or be different. You cannot take a biotech any developments from other companies. You cannot. The same this one in my innovation. Network, e-commerce, whatever. You cannot just take and go and offer.